Hello, today we will be discussing the teaching tool Padlet. What is Padlet, you may ask? Padlet works like an online sheet of paper where people can put any content like images, videos, documents, text, anything, anywhere on the page. The website says to think of it as a free-form, real-time wiki, so it's like a live-action wiki. Here are some examples of finished Padlets. Notice the pictures and comments as people add their thoughts and process to each Padlet page. Now let's get started. Welcome to Padlet. So the first thing you do on the homepage is if you already have an account, you can log in up here, or if you don't, you can use the sign up button. And to sign up, you can use your Google account or a Facebook account, or you can just put in any email or password that you have if you don't want to attach to any accounts. So when you sign up or when you log in, it brings you to your homepage, which is your dashboard, and you can see Padlets that you've created. Any attachments that are in any of your Padlets will show up right here. But the best thing to do and the funnest thing to do is to create a new Padlet. So you come up here and you click New Padlet, and it brings you to your blank canvas. So the first thing you do is you go all the way to the bottom to modify this Padlet. And then this is your title, description, things like that. So the main points of your Padlet. So whatever you want it to be. So Miss Mullins' class is what I'm gonna put. And then your description is what you want them to do. So for me today, I'm just gonna put for them to give one example of something that they've learned today. And then if you want, you can add a picture over here just to give it some pizzazz, I guess. The next thing you're going to do is select a wallpaper. So they have a ton of different wallpapers, as you can tell, that'll go along with almost any task. So I'm going to put the corkboard on. And then students can add their comments to your new wallpaper. So to add a comment, you can double click on the board and just put, I guess, one example that they learned today. So this is a athletic training class. They went over CPR, first aid. It could be anything about that. So I learned CPR is 30 compressions and 2 rescue breaths. And then have them put who posted it. So Danielle posted this. And if they want to add a picture of their comment to make it look a little nicer, they can. I have my students go to Pixabay. So that was like a first aid CPR comment. So I'm just going to look up first aid. And there's a good first aid picture. Now what I have them do is just copy this link and then bring it back to your project page and hit this plus sign to add an attachment. And our picture is from the web, so it's linked from the web. You're just going to paste that, submit it, and it'll load right here. And then you make sure your picture looks good. You just press OK, and it'll come up underneath the comment. They can add anything they want. So another fact that they learned about first aid is that you need to be certified to help anyone in distress unless you're acting as a good Samaritan. After they've added that, then they don't have to add a picture. They can put whatever they want. Anything like their comments, they can put them wherever they want to put them. Unless you choose a different format for them. a different layout so they can put them anywhere. Choosing a layout is the next tab that you should choose. So if you want them to freeform where they can put their comments anywhere they want, you just keep it on freeform. That's where it automatically goes on unless you change it anyways. Or you can stream it where it's a straight line down the page. Or you can do grid where it'll grid it. Whatever you choose. I like the freeform. I like them to be able to put their comment wherever they want. The next tab is privacy, which is really important. If you have a classroom, I like to password protect mine, just to make sure that some random person isn't getting on here making comments. So I changed this to can write instead of can view so that students can post. Once they log on to the page, it'll ask for the password and they just type it in. Some teachers, depending on their class, you know your students better than anyone. You can moderate the post so they can comment, but before they're actually applied to the page, you as the moderator can edit them and see if it's inappropriate or if it just has nothing to do with class. They're not posted to the wall yet, so you can just get rid of them and tell that student that they need to post something else. But I'm going to let mine post because I trust them. The address tab right here is important because as you can see, the IP address, the SN5F S17, they're not going to remember that. So if you just make it something simple like Miss Mullins Class 2, that should be easy for your students to remember and yourself. It just makes things a lot easier. And you just pick that. And then once you're done, one of the coolest features that I like about Padlet is its export and share portion. So when you're done and this board is completely full of students' comments and pictures and things they've learned, if your school has a Facebook page, a fun thing to do is to share this on that Facebook page and let everyone see what your class is doing. Or just let students and parents see what their children are doing. Another fun thing to do is to print it out, or you can even export it as an image or PDF and then print it, however you want to do it. But that's an easy, quick way to just have a little study guide or a little fact sheet for them. It's simple. It's reviewed by the teacher and other students, so it's just very helpful for them. You can also embed it, so if your media center or just your school has a blog or anything like that, you can have this file embedded, this code embedded onto their blog page. And again, just like sharing it to Facebook, everyone gets to see what your class is doing and this new technology that you're using. And it's just a fun way for students to also get to show other people the work that they've done. But this is Padlet. Like I said, it's a great tool, and I hope you all get to use it. Hi, thank you for watching my tutorial. I hope this video helped you all learn a little bit more about Padlet and all the endless possibilities that you have to incorporate it in your classrooms or media centers or any type of setting that you have. Really, Padlet is a great fit. I encourage you all to try it out and use it and come back to this tutorial if you need any help. Good luck!